All right, everybody. It happened again. Some of you are amused. Some of you are dismayed. None of you are dismayed. I'm the only one that's dismayed. I took it on the chin. Yet again, everybody, welcome back to the comments section. Bobby Fever here. Slogging through another week 5 of the NFL. Another week of the NFL. Week 5's in the books. Thank God. It's over. But we'll always have the nightmares. Whatever that Bill Doe I do not even have the second screen going right now. Chiefs Colts is going on at the moment. What's the score on that? Chiefs are up. I don't have any action on that. Thank goodness. It's over for me. Colts are up 7-3. I did pick the Colts in that one. One of the few. Well, I mean, Mahomes he's driving. They'll probably throw 9 touchdowns and then blow the fucking Colts out. Let's get to it. I didn't get anything right, but let's get through all the things that did happen. Mason Rudolph, you got fucking applesauce, bro. Figaro, thank you. You got a case of Figaro on your front porch in the morning. Made of the finest non-veterinary grade apples. Figaro. You got a case coming to you, Mason. That guy got destroyed. He's concussed. I'm not even look the guy's name up who they brought in. They brought in Kurt Warner's son-in-law, Mark Wahlberg. They bring Mark Wahlberg in to play quarterback. They're going to make a movie about it. Mark Wahlberg's cousin will star. Otherwise, they'll conflate it with that super sweet Invincible movie. Very good movie for anyone who loves Mark Wahlberg, the Eagles, and football. All right, back onto the day's events. You get me going on sick Mark Wahlberg movies. I can get off track. There's a guy I served in the Marine Corps with. He a couple of interesting things about it. While we're talking about applesauce, he got fucking applesauce. I guess it's not super funny, but like he got his bell rung by a fucking IED. That fucked him up. So he's been eating a lot of Figaro. But other than that, one of the things he was really into, this is before that, so you can't blame this on any of the brain trauma. But he was, maybe he had something going on before that, but he had a love for Mark Wahlberg movies, particularly The Shooter. There's a Mark Wahlberg movie called The Shooter. I don't know how many times I've seen it. Too many. I've kind of blacked it out. There's this movie called I Love You, Man with Paul Rudd and the guy from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's not good. It's about a realtor. But my wife got in a phase at a certain point where it's just in the DVD player, and you block out the trauma. So I blocked out most of the plot of Shooter. But this fella, man, he fucking loved Mark Wahlberg in the movie Shooter. So that's got his recommendation. And other than that, the game, Lamar Jackson, you can see the holes that are going to show up in the playoffs for the Ravens. They took out the Steelers with the third string quarterback, Mark Wahlberg's cousin. And hey, what can you say? You got the dub. Dub's a dub. And I definitely had the Steelers. Another one I got wrong. Let's move on to the next game that I got wrong. I got the Buffalo Bills. They got my number. And you make decisions, you make mistakes, and then you look back and you slap yourself on the forehead and ask yourself what you were doing. And that's me betting on the Tennessee. I actually put money on that one and the Steelers. Okay, here's the other thing: let's time out. At this point, I'm I think I'm done. I'm not done doing it, but I think I'm done. The results here, they kind of speak for themselves. I'm just going to ask the coin what to do with my money from this point moving forward. From now on, all the official picks of this podcast will be made not by me, the obvious lesser, the cuck picker of fucking NFL games. No, it'll be the big bull. Yeah, it'll be the big fucking bull. That's right, you, buddy. You're in charge now of picking everything from now on. All right, don't let us down. Don't regress towards the mean, because you have a fucking tremendous statistical advantage. I do not want to be on that sleigh ride with you back down to the bottom. But I can't do this anymore. I'm just so bad. Poker guy just roasted me nonstop on these text messages. And it's not, like I said, it's not the money. I could give a fuck less about the fucking fake money that I'm never going to see from these Caribbean, bookies. I don't care about that, but it's just getting upended by Josh Allen and then saying to yourself, oh, yeah, I put money on Marcus Mariota. He threw for 183 yards today. Yeah, it's a standard Marcus game, 183 yards. Meanwhile, you got Frank Gore, the fucking Terminator, on the other side of the ball. I mean, only 60 yards rushing on 14 attempts, but that guy cannot stop playing football. Allen was serviceable. That was a boring game. Did that surprise anybody? I don't think it surprised me or any of the viewers, any of the listeners of this podcast, because that's a standard theme. The boredom induced by the standard themes. Bobby getting all the fucking picks wrongs. And the Titans, they're boring. Let's go. Let's fucking go, said Tommy Brady to Patriots Nation. Got the offense humming a little bit. 33-7. Covered against the Redskins. Pats go to 5-0. Redskins fall to 0-5. And the big talk, there's people crying in the Redskins locker room about Jay Gruden already. Is he done? It's more of a matter of when than if at this point. 0-5. You got to start thinking about breaking down into pieces, selling it off for parts, and seeing what you can get for the rear bumper on your 2006 Honda Accord here. I mean, I actually did that once. It was a Volkswagen, not a Jetta, but a Passat. My in-laws, very, very generous people, but they dumped a couple of these Volkswagens on us. Volkswagen, not a sponsor of this podcast. Never will be. Never would be allowed. He's got integrity. Side note on integrity. There's a lot more specifics about this Bob Kraft thing coming out. Apparently, he's doing tag team missions at this place. He's getting after with multiple ladies at one time. He went back. Here's the best part. Here's the best fucking part. So Bob Kraft goes in. This is the day before the day before the AFC Championship game last year against Kansas City. He goes in. He gets a double team. He's getting two ladies coming after him. All right. He goes in the next day. I shit you not. And because of his purchases or him being a customer the day before, he went back in and redeemed a 10% off coupon for his massage. Oh, Bobby Tug job on his way out. He has fucking jeans on. Ray-Bans dangling over the top of his head. He's wearing a button-down shirt. He's out of the town. He's going to Annie Ann's later, getting hot pretzels. He's just blown a load all over two sex slaves in the back. And somebody a coupon for 10% off. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about with the Redskins, but they don't have it. It's something about integrity. Jay Gruden, he's going to get fired. There we go. All right. Jaguars. Where you at now, Minshew boys? Where you at? All you little Minshew boys and girls. He was terrible. Terrible. You're going to look at the stat line. You're going to give me a big line of fucking bullshit about how he threw for 374 yards and 3 touchdown passes. He threw 2 picks on that potential game-winning drive, and here it was. You saw it at the end. This dude was born with sweet follicular density on his upper lip, but he doesn't have the rubber bands he needs in his right throwing shoulder to flick that football around the way he has to be successful in this league. No, sir. I mean, that first Hail Mary gets picked off. I don't even know how many interceptions he threw down there, but gets picked off because he was just noodling that thing. And then the last one that Kuechly batted down, he's only at, the 30-yard line? He's moving to his right, floating back. How many times have you seen Russell Wilson just bomb that thing into a corner? Boom. Kevin Lockett, fingertips, toe tap. Yeah, not Gardner Minshew, because he's not that guy, everybody. So quit clamoring over him. He's trash. He's trash. The Jags are trash till Foles gets back. Panthers win this one 34-27. McCaffrey, a huge day. 176 yards on the ground. 2 touchdowns there. I think he had a receiving touchdown as well. Leonard Fournette, signs of life. He's gotten off the buffet table and hit the Peloton a little bit. He's cruising through the Alps on Susie's 3:00 Peloton class. He loves it. Can't get enough of it. I saw Booger McFarlane on Twitter shilling for Peloton. Of all the people I need shilling Peloton in my life, not you, Booger. Get back on your damn Booger mobile and float up the sideline. Let's get somebody else in the booth. I'm not a fan. I tried to be open-minded. We can do better. It's Monday Night Football. We can do. It's not that I don't like you, Booger. All right, get down there on the sideline for, Jags Panthers or something. You've got a place. Get in a studio somewhere. You're not bad. You're just not good enough. You're just not. You're not for me. I was telling somebody, I was like, hey, listen, man. It's okay for things to be good and for me to not like them, right? I don't like Korean food. So it's like if I see Korean food, I don't like that. I'm not saying that it's bad. And maybe the world's best Korean food, just not for me. All right. DJ Chark had a big game. Let's move on. Jets at the Eagles. Eagles 31, Jets 6. Jets are on 4, but they're a sad 0-4. I mean, an 0-4 that's maybe worse than a couple of those 0-5 bagels that are sitting out there. Eagles got off to a hot start, kind of just grounded home. When you got Luke Falk on the other side of the ball, throwing for a grand total of 120 yards, 2 interceptions, you don't have a lot of fear. Jim Schwartz is not there in the fourth quarter, slapping Fletcher Cox upside his head about how he needs to lock in for the last few snaps of this thing. Otherwise, they got danger on the other side of the ball. No. They're talking about where they're going to eat afterwards, what's going on tonight, all that sort of stuff. It was a home game for the Eagles, so they're having a good time out on the town right now, I would imagine. Probably watching that Sunday night game, getting boozed up. That's what I'd be doing. All right. Anything else interesting there? No, Julius's husband, he had a touchdown. That's good stuff. All right. Thrilling. That's almost a poker guy drop in. He would just get in here and just drop random useless statistics. Also, did you know that, Le'Veon Bell, only 43 yards. I have nothing interesting to say after that. Thanks, poker guy. We'll go ahead and move on to the Cardinals and Bengals. Cliff Kingsbury, very muted afterwards. Wanted to pretend like, hey, we expected this. But if you're going into the Bengals, everyone expects you to win, except for me, obviously. Bengals were 3-point favorites. Failed to cover, failed to win, failed to do anything of importance. Andy Dalton, 0-5. That whole thing about the curse. Maybe it's not maybe it's the opposite effect. It's not a John Fox effect. It's a curse of Marvin Lewis. The curse has been cast upon you. He's seen all your dicks. He knows what they look like, and that's how he kept his job for so long, but eventually even Epstein got killed and even, Marvin Lewis got fired. Everyone's got an expiration date, people. Bears at the Raiders. Raiders 24. Bears 21. Wait, let's all read that again. That fucked up a lot of teasers. Raiders 24, Bears 21. Yeah, I had the Bears, obviously. Big third quarter for the Bears. Big nothing else for them. They had 21 points in the third quarter. Actually got up on the Raiders. Raiders came back. Derek unicycle. That guy, I was talking about me being a cuck to the coin, but he could be Derek Cuck, right? Derek Cuck-a-cycle. I don't know how you'd put that together, but he's like Luke Falk on steroids. Nothing about that dude scares you. Just doesn't scare you. Doesn't know how to fuck. That guy does not know how to fuck. Josh Jacobs, 26 attempts, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. And it was a good day for the Raiders in the sense of Khalil Mack did not ruin their day. Their defense played well. Their first-round draft pick, one of the people they got for Mack, had a big day, 2 touchdowns. I think that was intentional. There's no way that wasn't. We're going to feed Josh the ball. We're going to show him. We're going to show him Mike Mayock. We ain't no stupid crackers around here. Speaking of stupid crackers, holy cow. How many more times are we going to do this? Apparently, the coin will decide from now on. Because I cannot have the keys to this car when the Falcons are around. Do you guys know? Did you know that Matt Ryan and Julio Jones played for the Falcons? Ryan, 330 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. It always looks like that in the box score. They were never close in this. Watson had 426 yards, 5 touchdown passes. Will Fuller crushed your fantasy football team today. 217 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 14 receptions if you're in a PPR league. I'm in a PPR league. It's actually a half-point PPR, so it's somewhat of a hybrid. That's it. That's really it. It's fantasy. Sucks. It sucks. Fantasy football sucks, everybody. Except for all you people out there that play it. You guys are cool. And it's really cool and fun. Calvin Ridley, he caught that one pass. I gotta say, he had a couple games last year. I got to be a real believer in Calvin Ridley. And I don't think I should believe that much. Texans go to 3-2. Falcons fall to 1-4. I'm gonna bury some people at the end of this if I don't just rush out of here. Go over, see what the divisions look like. How things are stacking up. Bucks and Saints. Saints 31, Bucks 24. Winston, I'll give it to him. He didn't throw any picks. But when you get out-dueled by Teddy Two Gloves, Bridgewater, 314, 4 touchdowns. He did have an interception, but played well. It was really the first game where you could look at Bridgewater and say that he played well. He must have seen that Drew Brees video on Twitter. Drew Brees put a video out on Twitter of him slinging around, the local high school football field. And that must have scared the shit out of Teddy. He got going. He knows he doesn't have much more time to put any more throws on tape. Got out there, had a big game. Michael Thomas, 182 yards on 11 receptions, 2 touchdowns for him. It's always good for receivers when you're lined up against the Bucs secondary. They've been having a tough time for a few years back there. And despite, I don't know, who did they get over there? Some guy that got fired works for Bruce Arians. I can't even remember. He used to be a head coach and he got fired. Now he works for him. That's probably the reason he got fired. Now you suck at defense again. And here we go. I was big on Danny Dimes today. I saw it. I had this vision in my mind of the Vikings going into the Meadowlands and Kirk. I've got my eyes closed. I'm seeing this vision right now. Got Kirk Cousins just throwing stupid interceptions. Danny Dimes. Woo! Danny Dimes. Everyone going crazy. Nah. Vikings 28. Giants 10. A pathetic 10. Daniel Jones only 182 yards passing. 1 TD. 1 interceptions. Kirk Cousins, he didn't throw a single pick all day. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. They really got Dalvin Cook going. That was a big thing. 132 yards for him. And Adam Thielen, after he called out Kirk Cousins, they probably prayed together afterwards. Oh, we pray on this, brother. You're gonna do better. We're gonna go on a podcast. I'm gonna admit that I haven't been my full true self to you. I called Nick and he told us we should pray on this. We're gonna pray on that. We're gonna get better. And what the fuck do you think happened? That's right, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. Power of prayer. Broncos of the Chargers. Of course, this is exactly, except for when I was in my 3-minute sitting on my phone, putting all my bets in, blackout phase of never understanding reality. This is exactly how you thought this game would go down. Broncos of the Chargers. Broncos 1-4, Chargers 2-3, 20-13. Joe Flacco, 182 yards. I feel like 7 different people threw for 182 yards today. Daniel Jones did. That's 2. All right, let's check here. Wentz had 189. How many people we got in the 182 club today? Oh, Kyle Allen had 181. All right. Oh, Mariota 183. Oh my God, this is crazy, everybody. It's kind of. I went to. This is not funny. This is just something that happened. I was driving home from Portland to when I lived somewhere else. From the Portland area, I was driving south on I-5, and I saw a piece of French bread on the road. Not a piece. I don't know how to describe it. Like a baguette. Not a baguette. I'm not big on the bread, people. Like a roll, okay? Like a roll. Like you'd put a sandwich in. I saw a sandwich roll on the road. I didn't think anything of it. I saw it about a mile later. I saw another one. Okay. And for about 20 miles, at roughly 1/2 to 1 mile intervals, there's just loaves of bread in the middle of the road. And the entire time, I'm on the phone with my wife, and I'm just screaming, "There's another piece of bread!" Trying to solve the mystery. Mystery never solved. So if you were on the I-5 within, what was that, probably 2 years ago, and you know what happened there, I need to hear from you. Anyhow, back to this game. People we need to hear from. I need to hear from Chargers fans. If they exist. Right, like I said, now the cameras are getting better. Less pictures of Bigfoot, less pictures of UFOs, and less pictures of Chargers fans, of actual Chargers fans walking around the world. It was loud for Denver. It was loud. It was at least 2/3 Broncos fans, 1/10 Chargers fans, and other than that, empty seats. What are we doing with them in LA? How long can they really last there? That's not my problem. That's Phillip Rivers' problem. And he's all out of fucking gas. Packers, the Cowboys. Packers 34. Cowboys 24. This one got suspiciously close. Dak Prescott threw 3 interceptions. He could have thrown 10. Rodgers, very conservative day. They ran the shit out of the ball. Aaron Jones, 4 touchdowns. You're hating that. You're hating that if you got Rodgers on your fantasy team. But that's okay because you play fantasy football. You deserve it. Cooper, 226 yards, touchdown. Big day for him. I mean, there's just a moment when the Cowboys are trying to come back and Dak Prescott throws yet another interception. We just look at this guy. And you say, nope. Nope. Nah. Nope. I don't want him. I'm not this guy. He's not the answer. And that's why he doesn't have the money yet. Here's what's screwing Dak Prescott over more than anything is Jared Goff. If you're the Cowboys, you're saying to yourself, we got us Jared Goff, Texas style. It's Jared Goff, but Texas style. That's what you basically have. A guy who on his best day can help you win a game, and a guy who on his worst day could give one away. That's just what Dak Prescott is. And they don't want to give him a Jared Goff, Texas style contract, and he wants that and more. Because he probably is a little bit better than Jared Goff, but yeah, there's a ceiling on that. There's a ceiling on that. What are we out here with this Chiefs game? What's going on? 10-10. Okay. Second Second quarter, 10:55 left. That's a live look-in, even though this isn't a live program. It's the sort of thrilling stuff that we do around here. All right. Where are we at? Let's look at the standings. Let's go through these standings. Let's figure out these teams. We're going to go through them one at a time. Let's go through these. Let's go through the AFCs first, as always. You got your haves and your have-nots. You got your hammers and your nails. You got your Starks and your, what are the, who is seriously, Lannisters. Man, that's poorly delivered. Like every pass thrown by a Jets quarterback. New England's 5-0. They beat the Bills. They own the tiebreaker there. That may be important at the end of the year. The Bills are a surprising 4-1. I mean, they're in position for a wild card. And then you got your two goners. Oh, what's that? There's a car outside. A couple guys just showed up at the Miami Dolphins apartment. They've been waiting for this knock on the door. Hey, Dolphins, open up. It's Jerry. What do you want? Just need to talk to you, brother. We heard you 0-4 in there. Just needed to, just open the door, man. Just want to talk to you. Goodell sent us. Just open the door. Roger sent us. We just need to talk to you. But there's nothing. We got nothing to talk about, man. Just open the door. Hey, come with me. Go ahead, get in the car. Let's go get in the car. Where are we going, man? I don't want to go anywhere. Let's just get in the car, all right? Let's go. They go down, they get in the car. It's a big car, right? Bench seats. Jerry and Bob are in the front. Dolphins, they're in the back. They know where they're going. They don't want to go there. They know where they're going. Hey, you mind if I you mind if I smoke? Yeah, I do fucking mind. Put your fucking cigarette out. Don't you fucking think about it, Dolphins. Oh Jesus. Yeah, you get the fuck out of the car. All right, just get the fuck out of the car. Go on, get out. Here, take this. Just take it. Jerry hands the Dolphins a shovel. What's this for? Bob, you fucking know what it's for. Start digging, bitch. Just fucking start digging. What? Guys, hey, guys, listen up. I know I'm 0-4, all right? I know I'm one of the worst teams in the NFL, okay? It's just, I don't want to be buried. I don't want to be buried out here, man, all right? Look, come on, man. Let's talk about this for a little bit, okay? Just fucking dig, all right? You got Ryan Tannehill as your starting quarterback, all right? Josh Rosen is on your team. Dig. Can I smoke out here at least? Yeah, you can fucking smoke out here. Thanks, man. You better fucking dig while you smoke, though. I'm sorry. All right. I mean, it's not very deep. I mean, I'm just kind of scrawny, so I'm gonna let that go. But Dolphins, you got any last words for the NFL before we fucking bury your ass for the year? I just want to say that we're not trying to tank, okay? We weren't trying to do this, okay? We're not trying. Bob, kick him over in that fucking grave. Let's get some dirt on this motherfucker. We're going to Arby's. Need some roast beef. All right, everybody. Dolphins, you're dead. You're buried. You're done. You're gone. Jets, get the fuck in the grave with them. Baltimore 3-2. AFC North leaders until the Cleveland Browns can play a little later today. We'll see if they're able to join them. I hope so. I hope so. I forget where I'm at with that. My head's spinning. Here's the deal, Steelers. All right. We're heading to your apartment right now. We are on the way to the apartment. Jules and, is it Vern? Hey, either way. Samuel L. Jackson, John Travolta, they're arguing about foot massages right now. They're about to knock on your door and ask for a bite of that hamburger. So you better start winning some damn football games. Cincinnati, oh, I wish the Dolphins would have dug us a bigger hole. It would have saved you some shovel time. But you're dead. You're gone. You're buried. Heading into the AFC South. Houston's going to win this thing at 10-6 this year. We already know that. Colts, 2-2. Jacksonville, 2-3. Tennessee, 2-3. And no one to put in the back bench seat just yet. Kansas City, they're playing right now. They're 4-0 at the moment. The Raiders are a surprising 3-2. Probably even to them. Mike Mayock, we ain't no super crackers. He said it. We didn't believe him. All right, fuck you, Antonio. The Chargers, the LA Chargers, the homeless Chargers, the Chargers, a team with no fans, 2-3. Never give Marcellus Wallace's wife a foot massage. Denver, you're in the seat, but we haven't stopped to park yet. All right, you still got a chance to roll out of this thing, do a barrel roll like John Goodman in The Big Lebowski. All right, NFC. Cowboys, Eagles, tied at 3-2 atop their division. The Giants, 2-3. Washington, oh no. They've taken the long ride. That's 4 of them. That's as many. I got as many kills as Aaron Hernandez at this point. Let's keep going. Green Bay, 4-1. Looking good, looking strong. Detroit's 2-1-1. I hate that. I hate ties. They make math hard. Then I'm American, so I'm not good at math. I'm not good at controlling my blood sugar. All right? No one dead and buried in the North. A bunch of good teams clustered up in that division. The South. Okay. All right. Do we got to talk about this, Atlanta? I'm the guy, like, I'm going to end up in the grave. I'm going to end up in that back seat with Atlanta. Because right now, there's a hit out on Atlanta. And I'm about, no. Jerry. Listen to me. I know these guys. All right? I know them. All right? I'm not sure if you know this, Jerry. Jerry. Fucking Julio Jones is on Atlanta. Hold on. Just stop. Don't knock. Don't knock on the door. All right? I'm vouching for these guys, all right? Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, like, we're going to get this going. Next thing you know, I'm in the back seat too. Niners 3-0. Seattle moved to 4-1. That's big. Rams 3-2. Are they getting, where does this extra, and then Arizona 1-3-1. All right. Well, you're not there yet, but you're on the next. You're there on the next list of phone calls, Arizona, to be placed. Where are playoff teams here, everybody? New England, check. And Kansas City, check. Anybody, could be anybody else. Right now, Buffalo's got the third spot. I mean, are they the third best team? The Raiders? Jesus. What a shit show. We got Dallas, Philly, Giants. 2 of those teams, Dallas and Philly maybe. But then you got, 4 teams in the North. Any of those could make it. Those Saints. You can't count the Falcons out, all right? I mean, you got to leave them on the board. And then you got Niners, Hawks, Rams. It's going to be exciting. It's only week 5. All right, everybody, I got to get the hell out of here. You guys have a good one. I'll try and get the next one out on Friday. I got hung up on some pretty intense video game playing on last Friday. Threw me off my schedule. You know how it is. C'est la vie. All right, have a good one. We'll catch you next week.